And welcome everybody to another Mark Bishop show. You know, the global labour market, it's been undergoing a transformation over the past several years with increasing acceptance by employers of more types of professional and technical certifications. In fact, some 30% of Americans hold such certifications. Now, the trend of employer acceptance of these credentials is likely to continue growing, especially as tech talent remains relatively scarce. The talent shortage in the US has more than tripled over the last 10 years. 69% of employers surveyed by the Manpower Group in 2020 said they were struggling to fill skilled positions, and 10 years earlier that number was just 14%. So in the tech sector, there were more than 1.2 million US job vacancy postings in software-related professions. Now, this is according to the National Foundation for American Policy. So why is all this important? Well, we're going to find out how IBM is tackling the digital skills gap with a commitment to skill, listen to this, 30 million people by 2030. So to discuss this more in depth, I have Justina Nixon-Saintil, IBM's VP and Global Head of Corporate Social Responsibility and ESG. And she's available to discuss the importance of reskilling workers during this economic disruption, what IBM's SkillsBuild program consists of, and how job seekers can get involved. Fabulous. Welcome, Justina.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for having me.
Well, IBM has announced education initiatives with the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs. Would you like to tell us about that and the STEM job training to U.S. military veterans as well? You're a busy lady there.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is all part of our commitment to skill 30 million people by 2030. But we're very excited with our partnership with the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. You have around 250,000 service members who go through a transition to the private sector each year. And we're going to be able to provide new veterans with these new skills that will help them be successful in the next stage of their careers. And we're providing our IBM SkillsBuild program as an enhanced resource for veterans who are seeking job training and credential to pursue those new careers.
Well, describe for us what is IBM doing with each partner? I mean, IBM Global University programs provide technology, fellowship, coursework, and other resources to HBCUs. All have a distinguished history of providing first-rate higher education. How will each partnership, how will that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So with our historically Black colleges and university partnerships, we're actually creating cybersecurity leadership centers. When you look at the gap, right, in jobs that are going unfulfilled, and then you see that we have a significant gap in STEM talent, this is a way that we are working to fill it. So cybersecurity jobs, for example, there are around 600,000 unfilled positions. So we are partnering with HBCUs to provide access to cybersecurity curricula. We've created an immersive learning experience for them using our own security command center at IBM, and we're providing them with access to our cloud as well. And these cybersecurity leadership centers will be at 6 HBCUs, but over the next year, we'll actually expand that to 20 HBCUs across the U.S.
Justina, how will each partnership then help address education disparities and the STEM skills shortage overall?
Yeah, I mean, it's my firm belief that there's a lot of untapped talent out there. So with our partnerships with Veterans Affairs, with our partnerships with HBCUs, and also with our partnership with Specialisterne Foundation, where they focus on neurodivergent individuals, we are actually reaching people who are very underrepresented in tech fields, providing them with free training, mentorship, coaching, connections to job opportunities, and really helping to fill that gap. So this is really our huge focus in support of our 30 million commitment.
Well, what can listeners do if they don't qualify for these initiatives? I mean, how can they still benefit from IBM's free resources?
Yeah, so IBM SkillsBuild is a free and open resource to everyone. So although we have special partnerships where we're very focused on certain underrepresented groups in the technology field, anyone can access skillsbuild.org and take full advantage of the training and credentials that we offer. And this is for anyone from an early learner in the tech field who does not have any previous expertise to someone who has already been in the tech field working for quite some time and they want to upskill and reskill themselves. But is absolutely available for educators, for students, and for job seekers.
Well, should learners just focus on technical training, or is there also value in learning about, professional workplace skills?
Well, really, employees expect job candidates to not only be technically proficient, but also adept at collaboration, at communication, leadership skills, time management, problem solving, design thinking skills. So we provide all of these other, what we consider to be workplace learning or softer skills to accompany the technical skills, because we believe you need both to be successful in any work environment and also for advancement at work as well.
Well, the initiatives you've described involve all types of certifications, traditional diplomas, as well as credentials from shorter programs. What statement does that make, do you think, about how there are multiple ways of preparing for a career, particularly in tech? And how should learners decide what type of training best benefits them?
Yeah, so I think what this allows, right, credentials and certificates, it provides choices. And this is a welcome development, right, because more choices are good for employers, they're good for learners, and they're good for employees. And it also expands the labor pool. More and more employers are paying attention to demonstrated skills proficiency. And even at IBM, around 50% of our job postings do not require a 4-year degree. So when you're looking at those with a traditional 4-year degree as a prerequisite, that's great. But the good news is that there are more and more employers who are considering credentials and other ways that we can bring new talent into the workplace.
You do a great job. IBM's new partnerships, you help enhance resources. We're talking, yes, we touched on the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, together with veteran employment through technology education. There's the Vet Tech program. IBM helps military veterans to pursue customized learning paths and other accelerated non-traditional job training skills. The HBCUs, IBM Chairman and CEO Arvind Krishna pledged for IBM to partner with HBCUs to establish cybersecurity. This is a big thing, isn't it?
It is. And that was a commitment that he made last year, that we will partner and create these cybersecurity learning centers in 20 HBCUs. And again, we just announced 6, but I think this is a big deal, right? When you think about cybersecurity, the safety of our businesses, the safety of our country, this area is going to continue to grow, and we need the right talent, the right expertise in those jobs. So this partnership with the HBCUs will allow us to start providing the training and the skills that are needed. And again, what's most important is the coaching, the mentorship, and helping those students, obtain jobs once they graduate.
And of course, last but not least is the Specialisterne Foundation. Together with Specialisterne, IBM SkillsBuild, tailored to the job training needs of neurodivergent individuals. And this is across 13 countries. It helps harness the talents of autistic persons and for those profiles with ADHD, OCD, dyslexia, and so on. That's a marvelous thing IBM does.
Yeah, we're very excited about this. I think around 15 to 20% of the population is neurodiverse. And again, this goes back to my comment about untapped talent. How do we reach those who have not been represented in the tech field, who have not had these types of opportunities? So we're partnering with Specialisterne Foundation to bring our training, our credentials, and our support around job attainment to, neurodivergent populations in 13 countries. This is an issue that's global. It's not an issue that's just, focused in one country. It's global. And we're really excited that they're going to have access to our coursework, project-based learning opportunities, and access to employment resources as well.
Well, Justina Nixon-Saintil, where, please, can my listeners go for more information about all the IBM's programs?
Yeah, to learn more, they can visit ibm.com/skills.
All right. And what about skillsbuild.org? Is that also a good site to go to?
It is. If they want to go directly, complete a questionnaire to understand what is the right training that they need based on their goals, and then access the free training directly, they can go to skillsbuild.org.
Fabulous. Well, it'll be up on my site, and also the permanent addresses there and so on for them to be able to look up as well. Justina Nixon-Saintil, IBM VP and Global Head of Corporate Social Responsibility. Fabulous job. Keep up the good work, dear.
All right. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.